Previously in my hardcore world, I built Chichen Itza, and today I'm building one of the ancient wonders, the city of Petra. In order to build this red sandstone city, I'll need a bunch of smooth red sandstone, so first up is a super smelter to turn the red sandstone into the smooth variant. And then, since it's already day 450, I'm long overdue for finally making some netherite armor, so I'll sort that out. And after that, since I've previously vacuumed the desert for red sand, I'm building a sand duper, and then I'll pick up the remaining blocks for the build. Now I want reasons to visit the builds I make, and the super smelter slots perfectly into the underground base, so I pick up the materials, which mostly consist of leftovers from decorating the base, and the redstone from the excavation. So if that's sorted, I set up the redstone for the chest and furnaces, and build the room so that it looks like it's stuck out of the wall. Up next is time to get some netherite tools and armor, so I pop into the nether, dig down to the low Y levels and dig up ancient debris over the next 2 hours. I end up picking up 36 ancient debris, which is enough for both to cover me in debris and serious dedication achievements, as well as one of each of the other tools. Now back at base, I smelt the debris and craft the ingots, and when trying to apply it on the smithing table, I realized that I forgot that you now need smithing templates. Now I know I have some templates from previously, so I spent my diamonds duplicating them, and right before applying them to my armor, I realized I've got the wrong kind of template, so that's a stack of diamonds down the drain. I still need to find the template, so I fly around the nether searching for bastions, looting the chest in them, and emptying them for the gold as a bonus. Eventually, after enough risky bastion explorations, I find the template I needed, which comes with an extra bonus. Now back at base, I spent another stack of diamonds to duplicate the templates, and finally get the netherite tools and armor. Now with a fresh set of gear, it seems about time to explain what it actually is we're building in a bit more detail. The build will be located in the mesa, which makes the most sense color-wise when compared to the real-world location in Jordan. The build will include a dock, a central city, along with an amphitheater, a military outpost, and I will also be including some farms and of course houses dug into the rock, which along with the temple dug out of the rock really are the signature buildings you think of when you hear the city of Petra mentioned. It's time to build a sand duper, so I prepare the necessary materials, and since building the duper is quite destructive to the surroundings, and because I might have plans for the future for my main end port, I pick up some blaze rods, craft some pearls, and find a new stronghold. After finding the above ground location of the stronghold, I struggle a bit with actually finding it underground, but eventually I do, and so I build a simple duper I got from HighCraftX, who made a quick and to the point tutorial. Now I'll need more than just sand for the build. I'll also need a bunch of different wood variants, tons of bamboo, a couple of your standard blocks like dirt, coarse dirt and gravel, a lot of terracotta, and to top it off, quite a few decoration blocks to make the build really shine. I start off by picking up some spruce, then oak and birch, then I head to the pyramid base and pick up some dark oak, and after that I pick up a ton of acacia wood, and we're all done with the wood swords. Next up is the standard blocks, of which I have most from the big excavation, so it's mostly just combing through the chests and farming a bit of mud, as well as making a giant moss hole. For decorative blocks, I pick up a couple of flowers and cactus, craft some fletching tables, as well as a lot of other blocks. Now I need to get the terracotta as well, but quickly realize I need a beacon to not spend forever digging it. I do have one at the underground base, but I feel that's part of the base at this point, so I fly to the fortress in the nether, where I pick up 3 skulls. Then I head to the mesa, where I fought the Wither for the first time, and defeat him once again. I still need the foundation for the beacon, so I head over to the pyramid where I sit AFK by my iron farm for an hour until I get the iron I need. Now back at the mesa, I can finally pick up all the terracotta that I need for the build. It's time to head to the build site, where I set up the beacon. And then spot a stray bee who seems to be quite far from home, so I get some leads and bring him over to where I've stashed the blocks, which I've temporarily dubbed Bamboo Island. I give my bee a name and plant some bamboo to really make the island live up to its name. It's finally time to collect some sand. And needing about 39,000 sand in total, I decide to do the math to see how long I'll need to stand AFK in the end. The farm currently duplicates 150 sand per minute, which means it would take about 4 hours and 20 minutes of AFKing in the end. Now by building another 3 dupers, I can cut this down to 1 hour and 5 minutes of AFKing, which seems a bit more manageable. So I pick up the necessary resources back at the base and build the 3 additional dupers, and now I have to stand AFK in the end for an hour. Arriving back at Bamboo Island, it's time to harvest bamboo, and while waiting for it to regrow, I craft all the raw materials into all the various forms I need them in. That does also include a trip to the super smelter, where I mine a giant tower of coal ores and load it into the chests along with a bunch of red sandstone. I can now finally flip a couple of levers and the smelters are up and running. Back at Bamboo Island, with all the blocks ready, it's finally time to build, so let's go.